And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the New Orleans Saints. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Reeves. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Now let's go! 319! 319!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reeves. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Alex Anzalone coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Detroit! Gone!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Reeves. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Detroit!
Off play action. Reeves. Flushed out right. Drops it off for Chubb. Burst by him near the 35. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Reeves throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. From the gun, Reeves. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Miller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out left to Shaheen. And he's able to get up here to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
They'll set up a throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now he'll escape to his right, letting one go deep for the end. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Miller, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Now let's go.
Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They're going to look to throw, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas, and it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
4 down, 4 down. Three's the mic. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Over.
Back to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first. Again, this is Kamara, and he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Looking left side, and it's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Reeves. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Alex Anzalone in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Operating from the gun, Reeves. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Reeves. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Gone.
Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On 1st and 10, Reeves. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Leopard. Gone.
Operating from the gun. Reeves. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw. Reeves. Throw left side. Caught by the tight end and Joker.
Idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Reeves, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reeves dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. On first down, Reeves finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Operating from the gun, Reeves. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Leopard! Leopard! Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney! No. Check! Patriot! Patriot!
Off the play fake. Reeves. And pressure gets to him again. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
39. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Derek Rivers. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Detroit!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit!
To throw on second down. Reeves, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Cope. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They start the second half with Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll only get a yard, maybe two, up to the 46.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll look to throw here. He gets this one complete to Tre'Quan Smith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now.
Leopard,
down at the 33.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And room there to work it inside the 25. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Powering his way forward. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting here.
Zero.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
He'll look to throw. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
3-19! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Hot!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints are back within a score.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter.
Lucky 56!
Throwing on first down. Reeves. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Reeves. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
From the gun on 3rd down. Reeves. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it 2nd down. To throw again. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Gordon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, Reeves, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Anthony in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. And his kick is indeed good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his left. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
A 10th carry for Kamara. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He'll look to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot. Hot.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints, if they convert the extra point, they'll have the lead. Lutz with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down, and this one might be going the other way. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit.
Off play action. Reeves. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Reeves firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Browns on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Reeves. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the 1st down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Reeves. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Cleveland. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Looking to throw. Reeves. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Desmond King making the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. Over the middle, the tight end, Shaheen with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Back to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They come out here in the eye.
Green 39.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. Looks good on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. On 1st and 10, Reeves being chased out left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 13. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Gone, 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 gone. All right, here we go. Boom.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
And the Browns getting set to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On 1st down, Reeves. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet.